welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're all having a good morning, afternoon, night, whenever you're watching this video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the unit slash best team to run with Assault Mode Meliodas for when he drops. Now, I don't know if he's going to drop this month. He might drop in April, but if he does drop in April, that gives you a little bit of more time to go ahead and work on specific units for his team. And in this video, for instance, we're going to go over all of these units right here: Droll, Melascula, and Zeldris. Now this team, imagine this is Assault Mode, right? This team is pretty much the best team composition for Assault Mode Melee, simply because he really doesn't have a partner, right? He doesn't really you know, have someone that has, like, you know, good synergy that is made primarily for him, sort of like Hendrickson does for Festival King. He doesn't have that. And because of that, it kind of hurts him. But this team right here, still very, very good for him, right? Because Droll will give Assault Mode Meliodas buffs because of his commandment. So he'll be able to use his Amplify card, and he'll still be doing really, really good damage. And then Melascula keeps Assault Mode Meliodas alive if they decide to go ahead and, like, try and one-shot him or just, like, kill him with the one Escanor or something like that. Melascula will actually keep Assault Mode Meliodas alive because of her passive. Now, if she dies, of course the passive won't proc, but it's still very, very helpful for this team. So she is actually probably, like, the top pick for the Assault Mode Meliodas team compositions. And obviously, you guys already know why Zeldris is on the back. Zeldris is on the back because of the fact that he buffs all allies' basic stats by 6% per commandment on the ally and enemy team. So it's very, very good. So you're going to be getting a massive buff to Assault Mode Meliodas with his passive. But yes, this team right here is pretty much the team you're going to see primarily. You might see a few oddities, like you might see Green Dede, which isn't a bad option as, like, either. You might see I don't know, you might see Red Derriere, right? You might see Monspeed, Esterosa. You might just see some crazy comps. But regardless, this team is his best team, right? I will say this team is his best team. This is what you'll be seeing once Assault Mode Meliodas drops. You'll be seeing a lot more of these units, so just be prepared for that. Now, there are a few pros and cons with this team, right? So the first con is that all of the units on this team are coin shop units. That is a major con, because getting dupes for the coin shop units is such a pain. And if you have to get dupes for 3 of them, it just becomes a mission, right? So for instance, my red Melascula, she's not even duped. Like, she has no dupes in her. She's still 1 out of 6. Since I first got her on her banner, she's still 1 out of 6, which does suck, because I'm gonna have to get all of her dupes from either, like, a banner if they decide to put her on one, or I'm gonna have to purchase her from the actual coin shop. So it's just gonna be a pain to get her duped out. But if you build her good, she should still be around 51k-ish, maybe 52 if you do all her cosmetics maxed out, if you have all her cosmetics bought, including the special UR ones, right? The school outfits, you can see right here, I got the Christmas outfit on her, right? You're gonna have to invest a lot into her, especially with equipment as well, because equipment for her is obviously gonna be HP and defense, but you're gonna have to invest. Like, you're gonna have to get some, like, damn near perfect rolls in order for her to reach, like, 52k, or, like, even, like, high 51k without dupes, because you're gonna need it. I'm working on it right now, so her rolls obviously aren't the best, but I'm gonna work on her until Assault Mode Meliodas comes out. There are a lot of characters that I need to work on, but if I'm gonna use Assault Mode Melee, I do need to prioritize Melascula, right? Melascula, Droll, and Zeldris. Now, the good thing about the team, right, one pro, is that many people have these coin shop units. Not everybody, but many people have them already, especially Droll and Zeldris. Now, Droll, people might have more of, because I think many people summoned on his banner, like a lot of people summoned on his banner and Zeldris' banner. So, you know, like, many people might have him, which is good. Right now I'm at 52k. I don't even think I have, like, yeah, I don't have any upgrades on him, I don't think. Okay, I have one and, like, almost done with the second headpiece, but that's it. And then his equipment is actually very, very good in my opinion. I need to work on it. a little bit. The only thing that's like slacking on is you know, the attack, the defense. But I am working on his health pieces right now, so he can reach like 53k easily. I need one more dupe for him, so I believe he'll go up by 400 once I put that last dupe into him. So 53k once he gets that last dupe, which is very, very good, very, very good. So many people have Droll built up already because he is a very good unit. Plus, Droll has been very, very useful in PvP. Like for the past, I want to say like 2 months. Basically, since Sario dropped, he's been very, very good for PvP, and he's gonna continue being good simply because of his taunt, his passive, his commandment. He can petrify. He's gonna he's a really, really good support unit. He's gonna completely be useful until he's not, basically, right? So yeah, very, very good unit to have on this team. That's why he's one of the top, because he'll help Assault Mode Melee with his Amplify card, which is very, very nice. He'll also help with the Rupture card as well, right? Since you're gonna give the enemy resistance buff too, he'll help with the Rupture card as well. So very, very good. And then you have Zeldris. Now Zeldris, I am gonna have to work on as well. The only thing I have Zeldris built with right now is attack and crit damage, which really isn't the greatest on red Zeldris. On blue Zeldris, it's completely fantastic. On red Zeldris, not really, but to do that, I'm gonna need a lot of enhancement stones. Right now, I have 68 engravement stones, right? So I'm gonna need like 120 to get a new set for Zell, a whole set for her, and if I'm gonna basically probably make HP pieces for Assault Mode Meliodas. That's gonna take another 40. So I'm gonna need a lot of engraved stones, like 160 plus engravement stones. I might actually have to buy some, but regardless, I am gonna work on this team, because again, this team is pretty much the main team that you're gonna see. This team is gonna be the most dominant team for Assault Mode Meliodas until Assault Mode gets his actual like synergized partner. This team is pretty much going to be the best team. So again, you guys should work on this team if you are planning to use Assault Mode Meliodas. If you're planning to summon, if you're planning to get him, right, you should definitely build up this team. Now again, this isn't like written in stone. This isn't like gospel. But again, there really isn't like any other team composition for Assault Mode. I mean, we can go ahead and we can look, right? So for the demons, there isn't that many demons. Blue Dediete just dropped on Global. She's really not that like crazy on the team. She does work, right? She does work very well, I would say, with Assault Mode, because of the fact that she does taunt as well. She also increases her defense related stats and becomes immune to stun. So she can work fairly well with him, actually. Her substats aren't the best though. Plus, this is her only like striking card. She removes buffs. And that's like, I mean, it's okay, but really, you kind of want the enemy team to have buffs because of the Rupture card. I mean, if you use Rupture first and then I guess remove the buffs afterwards, that's good. If they would have made this like an AoE remove buff, I think she probably would have been a little better. But since it's only single target, it's not like the craziest in the world, right? Excuse me, it's not like it's the craziest skill in the world. Maybe if this were like an ult depletion card too, maybe she'd be a little better. But the only thing is, the only thing is you're gonna see a lot more Drolls than you are Blue Dediete. So it kind of like makes immune to stun, right? That, you know, that second effect, or the third effect, I guess. It kind of makes it a little meh, like mediocre, because Dediete is a basically an event exclusive character. You're going to see a lot more Drolls than you are going to see Blue Dediete, and Droll petrifies. So yes, she can taunt and she can increase, defense related stats, but her being immune to stun is really only helpful against Goddess Elizabeth. In all honesty, like, Droll's going to just straight up petrify her. He's literally just going to petrify her. Maybe she might be able to get patience off, since she does have 50% resistance, and then, obviously with all her cosmetics might go up to maybe 60 or something like that. Maybe, but it remains to be seen. Well, I mean, I guess because she also increases her basic stats up to 3 times when she takes damage from skills, and then she disables ultimates when she wait for 2 turns at maximum stack. Okay, I read that wrong for a second. Yeah, so when she's completely stacked up on her passive, she'll go ahead and disable their ultimate skills. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess, right? I mean, I guess she can be, you know, a really good partner if you really build into her, but not like, again, in my opinion, she's not like the craziest. Again, she's an event exclusive as well. You could actually use Green Derriere as well, since Green Derriere, she has this passive where no enemies can fill ultimate gauge by moving skills, which isn't the craziest, but if they decide they want to merge skills, they won't be able to get their ultimate. So it can be somewhat clutch, but not like the craziest. But also, she depletes orbs, right? She's an ult depleter, which is nice, so that way you can stop them from getting their ultimate. Plus, if you run her with Droll in Assault Mode, she will actually be able to get Amplify off because of Droll's commandment. But again, that requires dupes into Green Derriere, and I know a lot of people probably don't have dupes in her, right? I know a lot of people probably have her 1 out of 6. I do too. And to be honest, I don't know if it's worth getting her duped out. She is going to be on Assault Mode Meliodas banner. So, I mean, if you pull a lot of her, there you go. But otherwise, I don't know. Like, buying her, not really the greatest choice in my opinion. Then she also increases her own ult gauge. So, I mean, she could be a decent unit to run as well if you don't want to run Droll, Melascula, or Red Zell. Or if you don't have those units, she could be a good choice too. Even, like, maybe even Hendrickson might be a good choice too, because he's a debuffer. He's not gonna really do much, but he can debuff them, right, with bleed and shock. He can still, you know, do DLT damage to them. So maybe even he could be somewhat of a useful unit if you don't have the coin shoppiness like completely worked out, or you know built up, invested in. Because I know a lot of people probably pulled dupes of Hendrickson on King's banner and on the part 1 tickets. So I know a lot of people probably have more copies of him than they do any of the other units. So yeah, you could even use him. I mean, I guess you could use Red Derriere just for DPS, but you can't use any other Meliodases. So every single Meliodas on this list, just scratch them off. You can't use them. Mon Speed, I don't think he's that useful for that, like for Assault Mode Meliodas' team. He's just not, in my honest opinion. Like, you can use even like Green Estarossa too. I think he would work as well. So yeah, I mean, it just depends on who you would rather use. But I'm gonna be honest, this is pretty much his best team comp. Assault Mode Meliodas, this is pretty much his best team comp. Again, like, Lost Vein is Assault Mode Meliodas for this video, right? So pretend that's Assault Mode Meliodas. But yeah, that's going to be his best team comp. So hopefully you guys decide to work on those 3 units. I will. We'll see where they're at when Assault Mode Meliodas drops. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, guys, with that said, as always, I will see you all next time.